Hey YouTube, so getting started. This is just a really classic makeup look that I was doing for graduation. I prime my skin with Maybelline Baby Skin, and then I'm also going to come back and apply some Benefit Professional just in my T-zone area. This one just helps with mattifying just a little bit more. And then I put a little bit of Too Faced Shadow Insurance on my eyes because originally I was planning on doing eyeshadow, but I only did a little bit later on, which you will see. And then I'm going to spoolie through my brows. Sorry about me chewing on this gum. I don't know why. Like, I wasn't really going to publish this. I was just going to record it just to see if the lighting was okay. But then I kind of liked it, so I decided to go ahead and put this one up. And then I'm doing my brows. I will be filming an in-depth brow routine, but I'm using the Anastasia Dip Brow Pomade in dark brown, and I'm outlining like the bottom portion of my brow, but like going all the way in, but making sure like the inner part is really, really light. And then I outline the top part of my brow from like a third of the way in all the way back. And that's what I'm just doing, and making sure that I get my tail really nice and crisp, and making sure the arch part of my brow is really full. And make sure that you leave like the inner part of your brow lighter because you want to get that gradient effect. And then I'm going to use the Anastasia brow powder. This one's in dark brown, I believe. Yeah. And I'm using a Sonia Kashuk angle brush. It's just from a kit that I got, but her angle brushes, the ones that are in like the kits and stuff, are really, really small and really, really defined, and I love them. It's like my holy grail brow brush. And then I'm going to just use a spoolie just to blend all that together. And I applied a little bit more of the Dip Brow Pomade on the tail just because I felt like it got blended out a little bit too much. And just cleaning up the inside, and that's basically all I'm going to do. Again, sorry about me like chomping away on this gum. But then I took the Anastasia, this is the Tinted Brow Gel in Brunette, and just combed it through my brows. I like this stuff because it's going to hold your brows in place, and the tinted part does help lighten up the brows a little bit. And then I'm going to apply my foundation. This is the L'Oreal True Max in Classic Tan and the MAC Face and Body in C6. And I dot that all over my face, and then I use the e.l.f. Small Stipple brush to just go ahead and blend it out. I mix those two foundations because, for one, I like the finish of the MAC one because it's like a dewier finish, and the L'Oreal True, or not True Match, the L'Oreal Magic Nude is just a little like flat and matte, and so I like to mix those, and it gets me the perfect color. I use the Bare Minerals concealer around my nose and on a blemish or two. This one is in dark too, and it's the correcting concealer. It has an SPF of 20, and I'm just like going around my brows right here. And you just want to make sure that you blend this really, really well. I've been using both those foundations together, and one, I think that the shade just matches me perfectly, and I like the finish that it gives because it gives like a dewy finish, but it's not gonna make me really oily. Like the L'Oreal Magic Nude comes in and helps like with oil control, but I get the nice finish of the MAC Face and Body. So you're just gonna blend, blend, blend. And I like the e.l.f. Small Stipple brush. A lot of people say that it's too small to do foundation, but with these, because the L'Oreal, I keep wanting to say True Match, the L'Oreal Magic Nude tends to be a little quick drying. I like it because I can work in smaller sections. And then I take my Real Techniques beauty sponge and I just blot it all over my face. It's just damp, but I do this to pick up any excess product. And then I'm going to take the Pixi Correction Concentrate Concealer. It's a peachy tone concealer, and I'm going to apply that under my eyes. And I apply it like mainly where I'm dark, which is right where you can see that I'm putting it. And I don't really blend it out a whole lot. I go over it with the L'Oreal, this is like the Magic Lumi or something like that, concealer, and it is in the darkest shade. It's in dark deep or deep, something along those lines, and it's pretty much the same shade as my MAC Select Cover Up in NC 35, which is like my holy grail, but I'm trying to use this one up. And so if you are looking for like an NC 35 concealer, you can go ahead and look at this one. And I'm just blending that. I put a little bit on my Cupid's bow, under my eyes, on my chin, and down the bridge of my nose and the center of my forehead. And now I'm setting it with my e.l.f. Flawless Concealer Brush and my Bare Minerals powder in Bisque. And I was going for like a highlighted look because this was like a fancier occasion, but I use Honey Bisque when I'm not going for a super highlighted look. And then I'm setting the rest of my face with the Bare Minerals Original powder. The original has like a more soft finish, and mine's in golden tan. And now I'm using the Shea Moisture, this is the illuminating powder. It's in the darkest shade. It's in like Mandala. I cannot pronounce it, but it's the darkest shade, and I'm using this as a contour powder. This was the only like the second or third time that I've used it. So I'm just contouring my cheekbones and then going up to my hairline and contouring my forehead, because if you can't tell, I have a huge forehead, and I like to contour it a little bit because, yeah, my forehead is rather large. But I'm just contouring hollows of my cheeks, and I was using the brush that it actually came with, which I was going for like a NARS Ita vibe, if you know what that brush looks like, because I wanted something flat and not so blunt cut as the NARS Ita brush. I've used that one once or twice. I had a lady use it on me in a MAC counter, or not a MAC counter, in a Nordstrom counter, and I just thought it came off really harsh. And then I'm using the Wet n Wild blush in Mellow Wine. This used to be like my holy grail blush. Like, I'm telling y'all, this used to be like my favorite blush of all time. And then I got more and I just kind of forgot about it. And now I'm going to reverse contour with the MAC Face and Body Foundation. I'm just using a flat foundation brush and just going right under my contour. I will be posting a contouring and highlighting video, which will include the steps. That way you guys can see that. And then I come back in with the brush from the illuminating powder that by Shea Moisture, and I just blend it out a little bit more. There's not really any extra product. I'm just using it for blending purposes. And now I'm hosing my face down with Urban Decay De-Slick, and I'm tightlining with a NYX eyeliner, and it's in black. And now I'm going over my face, my cheeks, and my chin, and my chin, my cupid's bow, my nose, with the Lorac Spotlight powder. And then I took the e.l.f. the blush brush and used the Hungry Heart Duo by NARS. And then I'm going in with the L'Oreal Voluminous Carbon Black mascara, just to do my lashes. And I just keep applying mascara. You want to make sure you get your bottom lashes as well. And now I'm going to throw the illuminating powder in my crease. And then I start taking down my rollers. I did a roller set. I will be doing a video if you guys want to see it on how I do my roller sets. And I'm just taking them all down. I did a combination of 3 different shapes. The like peachy tan ones on the top of my head are perm rods actually, and then the other ones are rollers. The pink ones are larger, and then the green ones are like a medium size. So the farther I went up my head, the tighter the curl went. And this was the first time I had done the roller sets with like all 3 of these shapes. I had used the pink and the green ones in the past, but this was the first time I did a roller set with all those. So just to give you guys like a little bit of background as to what I do for my roller sets, I had freshly co-washed hair, and then I put some of my Shea Moisture Coconut and Hibiscus Curl Enhancing Milk and Smoothie, and then I put a little bit of coconut oil, and then I use the Shea Moisture Coconut and Hibiscus, like the mousse, the frizz deactivating, or whatever they call it, mousse. And if you hear a little like pitter patter in the background, my dog is running around. But yeah, I did that, and then I just made sure it was really smooth and rolled it up. I will probably be filming a tutorial on this soon, just so you guys can see. And then I took a little bit of coconut oil in my hands and started to untwist the curls. And this one section of my hair over here hadn't actually gotten dry, so the curls weren't fully like formed or whatever. So I ended up having to put those back in a roller. But then after I separated some of the curls, I decided I was going to get dressed so that way I could see how it looked with an outfit. And so then I went and got dressed, and magic, I'm dressed now. And yeah, I'm putting a little bit more coconut oil on my fingers, and I'm just separating the curls a little bit more. And this is like when I find the section that isn't completely dry, and I try to like separate it, and it just looks weird. So anyhow, I put a roller back in it and was letting it dry all the way. Put a little bit more mousse, and then I just keep separating them, and I start picking them. And then my mother needed help with her makeup and her hair, and so then I had to leave my hair like this. But then this is the finished look. I had been outside for 3 hours prior to this. That's why the top of my head is a little frizzy because it was really windy. But this is from my other video that I filmed when I got back. But I just wanted to show you guys what the finished look looked like because I completely forgot to come back and film like that. This is the finished look bit. But the lipstick I have on is Media, and I used the like mahogany NYX lip pencil. It's not the retractable one, it's like the sharpened one along with it. And that's pretty much it. And I got a lot of compliments on my hair and my makeup that day. So this is just a really classic makeup look, and I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye guys.